radio show live on the PlayStation. WWE 2k26 is dropped. A little bit late, about 12 hours late. Uh, Midnight came and the WWE 2K servers were down and inoperable and not letting access to the game. There you go on like Twitter and Reddit and everything. You'll see people complaining about it. Um, I fell asleep, I don't know, 12:30, 12:45, and still hadn't been able to access the game. When I woke up, I could access it. So I've tinkered around with it a little bit. I've turned off music, so copyright issue. I talked about that last night on the regular Jabbo show. Um, the microphone, I don't know how it's going to sound, but it's through the PlayStation remote, so it's probably pretty crappy. But I'm going to go through the game right now. Just kind of look at things. 2K26. All right, sorry about that wait. I just shared out everything. You gotta love when autocorrect just changes stuff, and you gotta go back in and fix a post. Yeah, it's always fun. Thank you for everyone for joining us last night on Just a Bit Outside Radio Show live on YouTube. We will be back live on Facebook next week. That Zuckerberg ban is expiring in the next couple days. Appreciate y'all, uh, weathering that storm with us. And it was a BS ban. That's all I'm going to say. But we're not here about that. Last night's show was a blast. Let me just tell you, it's amazing how sometimes I don't want to say we're disorganized, but the topics that we were going through, like nothing huge, nothing like not like Super Bowl or anything. But I mean, last night's conversation was a blast. It always is. But it's just the way things go sometimes. It is so much fun. Check it out if you haven't. Right here on YouTube on the show page, click the little icon for the channel and go to live, and you'll see all our past live shows. Yeah, let's get into this WWE 2K26. So actually, what I meant to do before I started this live was every year I build up like a promotion of my own using downloaded stuff from community creations. I tried that last night. Like, I woke up in the middle of the night, like 3 o'clock, got on, and that's when I found out that the game was working. So I did look around, poke around it a little bit. Um, Community creations was not working. I don't know if it's working yet, but every single time I tried, I had to close the game down. And if I did that while I'm live, um, that would turn off the live feed on YouTube. So I'm not going to do that. Um, I'll try community creations at another day, another time when I'm not live here. One thing I really liked this year is that they kept the menu very similar to last year's. I don't like, I mean, every year is a new game, so they got to change it a little bit, but everything is where it was last year. Like 2K24, this menu looked nothing like this. Everything was like up above, on the left and the right, not not like this. It was more vertical. So you got the My Rise. That's the story mode. It's probably my favorite mode. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go through any of it today because you create a character, and I'm not ready to create a character yet. There's characters that I build every game that honestly, like this one character, Steve Star, I've been using him as a created character going back to like internet e-feds in the 90s, like before WWE even had video games like these where you could create a superstar. So I'm definitely going to do that, but I want to create him before I start my rise. Um, so I will get to my rise eventually, and maybe I'll jump on live and do some playthroughs there. Showcase mode this year, the focus is CM Punk. Um, One really cool thing that they're doing different this year is, well, I've played a little bit of this. I played one game of this showcase. Um, you play the match, you hit all the objectives, you earn rewards. Right there, you can see I've earned some rewards already. CM Punk from 2008, JBL from 2008, the 2008 SummerSlam Arena. I have not played the second match yet. That's Punk versus Rey Mysterio from Armageddon 2008. Um, I don't know how many matches there are in total, probably like 15, 16 like last year. There's going to be some what if matches, like what if Punk never left WWE? What if he had the dream match against like Bret Hart, who's his hero? One thing they did do differently, though, if you look at the bottom of the screen, when you press triangle on PlayStation, it takes you to the gauntlet. They've never done this gauntlet before, but the gauntlet is instead of playing every single match individually, having to hit these objectives because sometimes these objectives do suck. Like you have to do something in 30 seconds, and I know I've had games where I've like had to restart just because I can't get whatever that little objective is done in 30 seconds. Um, so you go to the gauntlet. It's you versus 20 people one on one. So you start in the ring. Your first opponent's out there. You beat him. Next person comes down. Beat him. Next person comes down. It's you versus 20 people that way, and you have to survive this gauntlet in order to unlock everything. You do this one match, 20 20 individuals, you against 20. You do this entire thing. You get every unlockable from the showcase. Uh, just, I mean, I'm not going to say that's easy. I did see a video on YouTube where someone said it took him an hour to do it, and he was using, uh, he was kind of like showing a trick to doing it. But, I mean, that's an hour. So it's a lot, but at least it's not trying. I've had matches in Showcase where you do every single objective. A match can have like six objectives, it might have 12. So, you get seven objectives done, and then like one comes up and you can't do it for whatever reason, time limit, and you have to restart, and it just really sucks. So if you do this one match, 20 against 20 people, you get all the unlockables. And I did try it, and it was hard. Obviously, I didn't finish it, but I'm going to be doing that a little bit later. The island is back. Last year was the first year for the island. Uh, that was Roman Reigns' island, and then this year there's three factions on the island, which WWE has outlawed or something because of the power within this island. It's a story. They try to find story-driven reasons for you to play. So there's three factions: one led by CM Punk, one by Rhea Ripley, one by Cody Rhodes, um, all warring for control of this island. And I will say I didn't play the island much last year, and I'll tell you why. I really wanted to like it. It's kind of like NBA 2K's free roam area where you walk around. There's shops, so yes, there's stuff you can buy, and yes, the virtual currency does require you to purchase it with real money. So this is WB and 2K's area where they try to get your money, your hard-earned cash. Sorry, I dropped something. I had to get it. But I didn't play the island too much because I started and I got to this match where uh, you're inside of a video game or the video game came to life or something like that, and your opponent had an armor, and you had to equip every piece of armor and fight them. Well, I equipped every single piece of armor. I won that match, and it still wouldn't progress me. And I tried and I tried and I tried, and I saw people online. They got past this match, and I mean, it's been a year since that game was released. I tried it for a couple months, and I didn't touch the island for 7, 8 months at least. Well, as I was getting excited for 2K26's release, I started playing the island again. I was like, let me give it a shot. And that was just last week, the week before. And I don't know what happened, but I finally got past that match. And I've been having a good time with the island. It's a story-driven thing. It's kind of, I really want to say it's like My Rise. It's just in an online uh, atmosphere where My Rise is solely self-contained. It's all um, offline. You can play through the entire thing and not, um, have to go online. Obviously, the island has that online component. You can do the story pieces, but also you can fight online against other people, other real people. So that's a cool thing. Like I said, I've been enjoying the island since I got back to it a few weeks ago on 2K25. Unfortunately, but much like my Rise, it's something that you have to create a character, and I'm going to create my guy before I even start toying with the island. But that's the newest iteration of the island, second iteration, I should say. My GM, it's more of a role playing simulation, I guess you want to say. Um, you get money, you draft people to your roster, you can put the shows, you put the shows together, you choose who's fighting who, what kind of match, the arena, all that stuff. Um, and it's you don't have to watch the matches, but you can. I guess is an easy way to say it. Um, so it's more of like a role playing, wrestling role playing thing. Universe is honestly my favorite part of the game annually. Um, here, let me just go in there. New slot one. Keep tutorials off. Classic mode, superstar mode. I've never really messed with superstar mode. I don't know anyone that does. Um, so classic mode all the time. 2K26, you can customize the events to the universe calendar and details. Blah 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 blah. I'm not going to customize this because I mean it's pretty customizable as it is. So here we're going to start the universe. There's the calendar. Backlash, Saturday's main event, NXT Battleground. And that's, every month or every year of the calendar. SummerSlam. It's has all of the events. WrestlePalooza, NXT No Mercy, Crown Jewel, Halloween Havoc. I usually set up my own in Federation on Thursdays. So that's what I'll be doing when I get into this later. Deadline is December. Image Chamber, nothing in March. And then April has Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania Night 2. Um, Edit shows, championships, drafts. Drafts is new for Universe this year, which is amazing. Um, Usually you can just go through edit shows, show details, participants, and you just choose someone and say, yeah, I want this guy on, let me see, NXT, Raw, SmackDown, Abyss. Let's just throw him on SmackDown. Now he's on SmackDown. Adam Pearce 2012. He's not on a show. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Under Chase. Okay, he's on NXT. That's where it shows. See, I thought where it shows the NXT switch shows and then Alba Fire is also assigned to SmackDown. I thought last year's it showed that assignment no matter what show they were on. It's like even if I'm on the SmackDown page there, it would still say assigned to SmackDown. So I kind of like the old way more. That way I could always see what show they're assigned to, but that's okay. Like that's just me being nitpicky. Um, I'm on the NXT show right now, so it just shows who is assigned to it. Andre Chase, Blake Monroe, also known as Mariah May, former AEW Women's Champion. Brooks Jensen. Let's see. NXT has 21 male superstars, 17 female. Let me tell you also what I would really like for them to do. See where I'm changing how you can see the superstar. There's all champions, all the champions. That's really weird because it used to be you could cycle through NXT assigned superstar. Yeah, there's women downloaded. Okay, well that's still there. That's weird. Why did it not do it? Champions, superstars. Yeah, superstars. That's the. Um, we'll have to check because last year's it showed all of them, kind of like all. But what I'd really like is the pre-made, the real people that come with the game. There's women, there's downloaded, and then there'd be a created character page. Um, and a lot of times I would get mixed in with the superstars as well as all. So I'd really like that to separate, where you could have the ones that come with the game and the custom not mixed in. Let's see. We have AJ Styles and Raw, NXT, and here's with NXT. Yeah, so I like this. SmackDown all. No, I don't want to say this. Number of matches per show, 55 or 5. Participants, 52. Match table. Let's see. It starts with CM Punk as champ, Dom as Intercontinental champ, Usos as tag champs, Stephanie McCure, Rio as the women's tag champs, and Becky Lynch. So it's really current. The only difference in real life right now is these women's tag team champions, and that really just happened a week ago. Not even a week ago, like this past Friday. Yeah, a week ago today. That they lost those tag straps. Let's see. Champions and belts. Drew, Carmelo, White Six, Jade. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Oh, wow, Money in the Bank is on both shows. Let me double check that. That's a huge improvement because in years past, like the men's bank could only be assigned to one show, and the women's Money in the Bank could only be assigned to one show. So you had the men's on the Raw, the women's on the SmackDown, and that a lot of people didn't like it. So it's really cool that it crosses brands now. That's amazing. NXT, well, that's definitely not right. Oh, but Femi is no longer NXT champ because he's up on the main roster. Let's see. We have Ethan Page, Hank and Tank. Are these NXT tag team champions? Ethan Page actually just lost that a couple weeks ago as well. JC Jane, Izzy Dame, yeah, that's a little bit more outdated, but not terribly. We have Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Joe Hendry, yeah. All right, championships. A whole lot of locked stuff, and what really sucks is a lot of this used to be unlocked. And now with this new battle pass system that I'll show you soon, um, like you have to unlock it. And it is what it is. That's what they're doing this year. Hopefully they see that people aren't happy with this and go back. But that's the way of the world. Options, rivalry. Oh, rivalries is there. That used to be news, maybe? Then we have superstars. That's just a different way of looking at them. Tag teams. Okay, news is still there. Let's just check this out. Drafts. WWE draft. May week 3. May. Oh, the draft is already set up. Oh, cool. But yeah, that's the universe, but I'll play around with that a little bit later. Yeah, my faction. My faction is, in my opinion, it's always been a cash grab, and I've never been one to play it. But okay, so Yeah, loyalty reward. I'm signing in, so let's get that. That's once per day. Um, this ringside pass here. There's also a menu for this on the main screen, but I might as well go through it right now. Ringside pass is new. WWE 2K series has always been doing DLC, scheduled DLC, like usually like five or six, seven maybe throughout the year. Um, well, they changed it and they claim it's to do more like um, to make the game more playable, replayability. Um, but it if you're familiar with like uh, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Rocket League, stuff like that, battle pass. It's basically a battle pass. So for every tier you get rewardables. Um, Tier one I already got El Hijo del Vikingo from AAA. AAA is the Mexican promotion that WWE bought last year around this time, around WrestleMania. Um, so AAA is getting really ingrained in the game. They not really on the main base game like when you first buy it, but this first ringside pass is very AAA themed. You see it right there, the AAA logo is on that booster. El Hijo del Vikingo is the first unlockable superstar from AAA. Cosmetic pack, I've already gotten that. Let's see, then there's other stuff. Andre the Giant, a world title belt, $1 million championship stuff you can get on tier four, along with island currency, a taunt 6-7. Reese is gonna, yeah, 6-7, 6-7. It's already outdated, so way to go, 2K. Um, 1,000 my faction points. And then here's tier five, Women's Trailblazer, Alundra Blaze, Women's Championship, Divas Championship, a boost for 1 hour, attribute bundle. Uh, so that'll let you improve your character. A Liv Morgan, my faction card. And we'll get into more into my faction after the ringside pass stuff. Um, Trying to get more AAA stuff. Uh, that's for my faction. This is the cards. It's a playable character, but it's not. You can play with it, but only in the thing that takes the card system. Okay, Lady Flamer, she is from AAA. Unlocks her across the game, so not just in my faction, but in universe mode, in just exhibition matches, that kind of thing. Her Foundation bundle, Brett Hitman Hart, Jim Anvil. 80s Intercontinental bundle, Warrior, Honky Tonk Man, Ravishing Recruit. A lot of times these were the legends that you could unlock. Um, or if you bought the upper tier of the game, you got like the accelerated, just unlocked everything. So in the past, I would have had this unlocked by now, just for having that accelerator. But they're really making people work for it now. Theme your faction around Psycho Clown, Headbangers, Mosh and Thrash. Let's see, Worlds Collide banner, Lady Flamer. Yeah, Psycho Clown, another superstar you across the game, AAA. Mr. Iguana. Mr. Iguana is someone who's gone pretty big. WWE really likes him. They've used him outside of AAA, like in regular WWE, NXT. Um, let's see, Mr. Iguana wallpaper. Um, I kind of don't like that. That like on Fortnite, you could click something and just kind of take a look at the character, like a bigger look than just the the one up there they have. They don't allow that. But if you just saw what I did was I hit triangle, buy tier skips, and you could buy a skip. I forget how much it is per tier, but I saw a guy doing it on YouTube earlier, and to buy the entire pass, it was like $120. So you're telling me that I paid a lot for the game already for this early access version that gives me everything supposedly, and I still got to pay more to get everything right away. That's, like I said, cash grab. But I mean, I'm sure there's people that pay for it. I'm sure there's influencers who have paid for it, and you know, 2K and WWE, they'll get their money. Uh, Mixed bundle, AAA logo, and island attribute boost, and my rice attribute points. It just says AAA logo, but like, what is that for? Vader and the Hurricane masks. The Reina de Reinas Championship. It's the women's belt for AAA. Elite Jacob Fatu. These elite figures are awesome. Um, they look like the toys, and they kind of move like the toys. It's really weird. Mankind Dude Love Hardcore Championship. Rey Mysterio tribute Seth Rollins tops and bottoms. So that's for the creative superstar stuff. Wolfpack bundle. Kevin Nash Scott Hall 6 WCW NWO Legacy Championship. AAA Mega Championship, which Dominic Mysterio currently holds. First time any of these AAA things are in the game, which is really cool. WrestleMania 10 bundle, Shawn Michaels and Sensational Sherry. Okay. ECW One Night Stand, John Cena Legacy. Look, all I'm going to say is that is the darkest Hulk Hogan I have ever seen. We knew the guy tanned. He got an extra tan that day. That is something. Stephanie Becker, Island Chief, Island Ton, Island Attribute, Shawn Michaels at 5, The Rock 01, Mr. Iguana, My Faction card, Arena Bundle, Currency, Avalanche Mexican Destroyer, that's really cool. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, WCW World Heavyweight Championship, that's level 39. What's the and the Scott Hall Kevin Nash stuff is 28. Man, that kind of sucks. They're so far apart because I'd love to have Hollywood, Hogan, Hall, and Nash at the same time. La Yesca. That's Mr. Iguana's iguana, and now you get a mask that you can play on in the game with. Final Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Universal Championship, and the Arena Bundle, AAA, Triple Mania 23, Worlds Collide 25. Those excited to see those in the game, but that's everything in the ringside pass for the season one. Season two drops sometime in April, I believe. So, um, yeah, looking forward to that to get some more stuff. They've already announced people for several versions. There's going to be 6 ringside passes throughout this next year, leading up to 2K27's release. But I know for season pass 4, they've announced the Hardys who are with TNA right now. So we're getting WWE and TNA has a working deal, and we're seeing some of that pay off in the game, which a lot of people have been asking for a while. So the Hardys is cool. Um, like I said, you have to earn XP in order to get uh, the next tier. So you have to earn XP in order to earn tiers. And if you look up in the upper right, it shows my progress. Tier 3, I have 300 of the 1800 required, or however much it is. 800 required for the next tier. I have 300, so I need 500 more. Now it's supposed to be able to be done through all game modes except for online. So if you go to like a lobby from the main page and just play online, that doesn't, and that's to really to avoid people cheating. Like, you know, me just setting up another game on another system and um, people cheating, trying to game the system to earn XP quicker. Um, I've already paid for the game, so just let me unlock everything. That's the kind of person I am with this. But it's their game, whatever. It's up to them. Um, I How I've gotten to tier 3 already is, like I said, I never really was a my faction player, but knowing that we have to do this ringside pass, I decided to give it a little bit more look at. So I looked at the weekly towers. They have these weekly towers. And yeah, I played the first 2 weeks. Each one has five matches, and you get a reward at the end. This one was a pack of cards. Week 3, MFP, my faction points times 2,500. That's redeemable at the top. You can redeem it for stuff. Week 4, which I have not unlocked yet, you get a Julia card for my faction. My faction works. It has packs. You buy packs. You get packs. You can earn packs through the my faction towers, the weekly stuff. And when you log in every day, there's usually a pack in that login, and as well, if you log in for at least 5 days of the week, you get a pack. And it's different card packs. They have different series. Like there's the Aftershock Series 1 that's in there right now. Momentum is in there, and Legends. Um, I have earned one. That's the Superstars one. So let's just open it. Check it out. Let's see what I get. Johnny Gargano already have. Fallon Henley. Hey, that's wow, 58. That's not good. Bronze. A logo, side plate, nameplate. So I'll accept those. No unopened packs. And then I can go over to my headquarters here where I have my team set up. You get 4 player slots. Right now I have see, I have Shawn Michaels. These are still my best players, I would say. Then I go down. I have Obafemi, Joe Hendry, Fallon Henley. That's the one I just got. I just got a nameplate, so I can change that. Just turned the logo and might as well change it since my faction name is NWO. Let's just leave it like that. Evolution cards, honestly, I have no idea. Welcome to Evolution cards, special cards that let you evolve a superstar to one or more higher rarities. So I guess these guys can go up. To evolve a card, you'll need to complete all 3 of the evolution challenges assigned to that card. Okay, so this Joe Hendry, I would need to pin 50 opponents. Land 40 finishers, land 45 heavy attacks. Jesus. Obafemi. So I've played with the Stone Cold a couple times. Perform reversals, land 45 finishers. That's where they make you play like the online aspect. Gotcha. Okay. Faction Wars. World Tour. World Tour is new. It's honestly, it's kind of like Weekly Tires. It's just put on a map. There's more like storyline stuff you can do. So like you gotta do the matches here. You earn stuff. But honestly, with the new ringside pass system, I think that's going to be the way I earn those tiers is jumping into my faction, playing that stuff more. There was a game mode. Well, let me see. Let's see. Play normal. Let's just do normal. 1-on-1. We do a special arena. Sure, why not? Nitro. Clash in Paris. This I also don't like that they show the locked characters because, I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, I want to play with him, but you must progress further in my race. Yep. El Hijo del Vikingo. I'm going to play against him. Let's just go back to CM Punk. Because I am a big CM Punk fan. I wish the music was able to be played because I'd really like to check out some of the newer people's music. But I haven't seen Vikingo in game, so might as well. You know what? Let's do it for the title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vikingo has arrived.
Every generation of Lucha Libre has its own face. From Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, to Penta and Rey Fenix, all the way to today with El Hijo del Vikingo. He can out-wrestle amateur standouts. He can brawl with the toughest fighters, and he's just as comfortable in the sky as the greatest high flyers. It's made him one of the most successful wrestlers to ever come out of Mexico, and I see that same level of success continuing in WWE.
That warrior spirit drives Vikingo, man. He's real tough. The mask is off. Vikingo has his scary face on. Let's go.
The one and only CM Punk. You know, a lot of people have been reaching out to me on social media with this question that is burning in everybody's mind. Who was the better leader of Nexus? Was it CM Punk or was it Wade Barrett?
Every other metric in our career, you have to vote for CM Punk, except for who was the better leader of Nexus. Come on, Cole. You must be pulling my plums now.
Punk looks ready to do what he does best. Introducing the challenger from Puebla, Mexico, weighing in at 73 kilos, El Hijo del Vikingo. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, the world heavyweight champion, CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Each man in their corner awaiting the bell for what should prove to be one of the most challenging matches of their career. This one we've been waiting for, guys. Championship gold on the line here in this match.
Oh, yeah, man. The stakes don't get any higher. A title, that's the ultimate motivator in any superstar's career. Lots of emotion tied up in this match. Should be a fun one to watch.
Collar and elbow.
Shoving them away. And they tie up with a collar and elbow.
Calf kick on the money.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
strong head scissors application. And now the elbows.
Putting the root to that forehead.
An endless bombardment from the champion. The challenger has to be rocked. Quick pin. Championship on the line.
I honestly do not know what took him so long.
Oh, what a counter. Knees.
That'll buy you some valuable time. This is why it's good to have a manager. Good to have an ally who wants you to win as badly as you do. Wait.
And a kick out.
Here early in this match, not quite gonna end it like that.
Classic. Rake of the eye. That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport. Turns it around.
Locks up.
Strong shove there. Oh, what an accident.
Damage starting to affect the challenger.
Oh yeah, Punk brought the fight in a major way on that exchange. Set up in the corner. What is coming next? And then follows it up with the line.
Climbing to the top turnbuckle now.
To the sky. All the way to the outside. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Taking this fight back into the ring. He could be enjoying the moment too much, giving his opponent a lot of room to recover.
Vikingo risking it all here.
Die! Whatever it takes to win. Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
But Kingo having trouble gauging this offense.
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
Challenger's in a bad way.
Getting deeper and deeper into this match, really starting to feel the pressure here. Bam! Big time height on that kick. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Top rope. Big elbow drop.
Waiting for him to get back on his feet so he can strike.
CM Punk. Nails the GTS.
Perfect execution by the champion.
Successful championship defense for CM Punk.
And here's another glance at these superstars in action.
Now here's the thing I want to check out, since they say every game mode, but when I played Exhibition earlier, I didn't see any ringside pass points. So let's enjoy the replay. And I'm not going to skip over anything.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
A successful title defense for him tonight.
What a title defense for him tonight. He came in with that unshakable champion mentality.
Alright, defensive prowess, signature offense, go inside drama, and defense, exit rematch. I didn't see any ringside pass points. But it did seem to go up. So I guess I did get points there. That's cool. Let's see. Creations, here's where I create a superstar, moveset, victory. Lobbies is where we can play online. Online options, leaderboard, locker codes. They give out freebies every so often, so you put in a locker code and it'll give you stuff. I already got the first one. Let's see roster. You can just see all the people that are in this year's game, and that's pretty much the same thing as Superstar on the universe. It'll just show everyone here. The, the little icon next to the name that indicates this person's through the island, so you can unlock him through the island. These guys unlock through the ringside pass. Um, that's unlocked through my faction showcase. My rise bronze breaker as opposed to bronze breaker. I'm really excited for the my rise stuff. I might just record those and post those if I enjoy it as much as I'm hoping I will. The captain, Chad Gable. So yeah, that's superstars in this game. Jukebox. There are, let's see, Lincoln Park, Turnstile, um, Hanumankind. I've seen this name. I know I mess it up every single time. Yeah, Paramount 5000. They have some pretty big names in here. NGWK. I will say, from what I've heard so far, I like this year's music better than last year's. Last year's it was pretty whack. The year before, 2K24 had some really good music, so I'm happier with this year's. But yeah, that's I guess that's just the overview of 2K26. I'm gonna get to creations and create my character, and maybe I'll make this a continuing series throughout the year. Um, yeah, hopefully we get people watching. If you're watching, just checking this out because it's 2K26. This is the Just a Bit Outside Radio Show page channel. Go to our lives. We are live each and every week streaming sports, whatever is going on in the sports world. A lot of 410 stuff going on there. We streamed live last night. Great conversation. Um, Talked about the upcoming March Madness. Baseball season's getting ready to pop off. One thing we didn't talk about actually was NFL free agency kicks off this weekend. And right before free agency kicked off, there was a big trade. DJ Moore goes from the Bears to the Bills. And you know, those Bills are always a threat for the Ravens. So, man, I think the Bills just got a little bit deadlier, and that's what they wanted and they needed to do. So it's March. Super Bowl wasn't even a month ago, and I'm already pumped for NFL 2026 to start. Like, I'm really looking forward to this season. New head coach for the Ravens. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, go check out last night's show. Go check out all of our previous shows. They're there on YouTube. I was actually talking to a friend yesterday, and I'd mentioned our Christmas shows are always fun, and um, have these things that we do each and every year. We're all about fun with JABO, all about family. Um, so yeah, give us a look back at our past shows. Uh, we're usually live on Thursdays. It switches up days depending. We're two working stiffs, so it goes by our work schedule really. But Thursdays is kind of where we settled in. Um, Check out the Facebook page, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show dash JABO. Um, we usually announce when the next show is there about a day in advance, and we'll post like breaking news ish. Not every single thing in the world in sports news we break or post about, but we post about the stuff that interests us because it's our show. Um, so yeah, check it out. Uh, you're on YouTube. You're already on the show page. Give a subscribe. Give a like. Um, check out the Facebook page. Not really as active on Twitter as I want to be, but that's the breaks. That's just how things go. Um, appreciate y'all. I'm going to create my character. I think I'm going to start like recording the My Rise and uh, maybe some of these other game modes and maybe go live every so often. Just play some of the stuff online and people that are interested in WWE, awesome, welcome. People in people that listen to Jabo, go along with the ride. Let's just have some fun. Um, check us out and appreciate y'all tuning in. I will talk to you next episode. We should be live with our next episode next Thursday, and I'll just jump on here for WWE. Whenever, whenever the mood strikes. So take care, all, and we'll check you out later.